Welcome into today's episode of the Prem de la Creme podcast. And what a week it was in the Premier League because I'm going to cut the shenanigans down. Yes, Ozzy's here. Yes, I'm here. But you know what else is here? Not only is the most handsome man in Durban here, not only is the Arsenal fan here, but the champions of England have entered the chat. Max Saeed, how are you feeling?
I am feeling. Wait, one word. Alhamdulillah. Brothers,
Wow,
we are
wow.
actually champions after 22 years. The last time Arsenal won this title, I was 3 years old. 3 years old. Imagine how massive that is. We are actually Premier League champions. I could cry, but I don't look like a big baby on you. Anyways, you know what?
Let the
I've
tears
been saying
flow,
it,
brother.
bro,
Let the tears
throughout the
flow.
whole season. I've been telling you, boys, bro. Even my fridge is getting excited again. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to these guys.
Yo,
Fuck.
the fridge, bro, the fridge. Woo.
I don't know. You want to give me an answer? But anyways, throughout the season, I've been telling you, boys, one game at a time, and literally right down to the wire. Literally one game before we go and clinch this title. I'm so happy for Arsenal. I'm happy for Mikel Arteta. I'm happy for every single fan out there who endured those years of misery. You know, school, bro, that was peak. That was peak. Every single rival fan coming in there. Oh, you're getting fourth. Oh, you're getting fourth. And then after that, I finished school. Oh, you're getting second. You're getting second. And finally, we got number one. Number one after such a long time. It feels amazing. It feels great. And I'm happy to share this happiness and joy with you guys.
This guy,
Damn.
this
Damn.
guy. Bro,
Damn. Well,
who knew? Who knew? Corners and dark arts would win you the Premier League.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. That is why you know why.
Crazy.
You know what time it is? You know what time it is?
what
What
time
Time
is
is
to
it?
put
that?
respect on Arsenal Football Club. Put respect on their names. No matter what they do, they are this year's champions. They are the 25, 26 champions. No matter how it comes. Like my brother Uzi says here, it doesn't matter how we get the assists, even if it's the corners. It counts for a win. A win is a win.
Crazy.
Nah, look at the, for us being, he's being bitter. He's being salty because Liverpool didn't do anything this year. Why? Why? Why is there need? We can go with every team this year in the league. Someone had something going for them. But just because it was the Arsenal, you're going to say that.
Yeah, I would say let's leave that for a night. Yeah, we can talk about the no penalties, the no red cards, the decisions, right? But I'll give it to you, Mac. In my opinion, in the football explainer's opinion, we're the title winners. And what a journey it's been, man. 6 years in the making from Banter era to top of the
Bro.
English world. I mean, man, how was it in those times you bottled year after year after year to stay strong with Arteta, stay strong with the team, stay strong with the project? And in the end, you did let it all work out.
At those 13 years of Arteta, when we were so close in terms of, I think we were like eighth, like 2 seasons in a row, and everyone was like, "Nah, sack the guy, sack him." But I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those guys who said, "I'm gonna trust the process," and eventually, I was like, "Okay, we're getting there slowly," and then we came second and second again. I was like, lost this process, but I'm still gonna back my manager, and eventually, it paid out.
Ah, fair
That's
play,
what
bro.
it
Fair play.
shows. It shows if you have faith in your manager, you have faith in your players. Eventually, something will bite and it will happen.
Yeah, if you wait 6 years, then eventually you win it. So I guess that's the method now, guys. Just stay with the same loser for 6 years. No, actually, let me not be salty. Let me not be salty. The salt was coming up there. Let me just be happy for my boy. And because I mean, the reason why I bring that up, Mac, is because I remember I was in the gym
Yeah.
last year, and in Newcastle, Arteta is like, people think that people don't like Arteta. Newcastle fans don't like Arteta because if you remember the whole Carabao Cup thing about the ball, and
Yeah.
he's just like complaining, he's a moaner, right? Like I had a friend that she
And the
messaged me today
Gabriel thing.
saying, yeah, I mean, to be fair, let's forget that, right? They said to me, they were like, Arteta's rubbish, he's this, he's that, like, he's terrible. And I said, guys, he might have come second countless amount of times, not gone to a final, but he took them out of the Banter era. They need to give him time. right? This is in 24-25.
Yeah.
And in 25-26, you're now top of the table. No one will talk about the David Raya thing. No one will talk about the hands around Jarrell Hatter. No one will talk about João Pedro getting punched in the face. All they'll talk about is Arsenal being league champions. And I mean, going
100%.
through this game today, obviously the reason why that happened was obviously Man City won against Man City drew against Bournemouth when they should have won. Like, talk me through like your heart rate and your BPM minute by minute from the time Ryan scored to the point where the final whistle was blown early.
I was calm, but the times I raged at was at Bournemouth. The amount of chances, the amount of times they hit the post in that last 10 minutes. Brooks, he's such a technical player, but his technical ability in that last 10 minutes went out of the window. Like, he had that one where he shot it straight to Donnarumma, and then the one for hit the post. Why is he taking it onto his right foot? He has so much space. He can go onto his left and finish. And then Haaland goes and scores literally 2 minutes before the game ends. And then I was like, okay, hold it in. We still got time, yeah. 2 minutes left, and thank God, the whistle was blown right at time. Otherwise, if City had to launch another attack, guaranteed they would have scored because Bournemouth were looking frail in the back afterwards.
Yeah. I mean, those goals, if they go in 2-0, you're chilling for the rest of the game. Like, you're actually chilling. But then, obviously, when Haaland scores, I know you said before you would chill before Haaland scored. Then when Haaland scores, I mean, has there been a longer 2 minutes in your life?
No, bro, I don't think so. Bro, that 2 minutes was longer than our 7 minutes we played yesterday. That's how bad it is. And where did City get 6 minutes at a time from? Allah knows best. Because there was not one injury, not one wait. I don't think they wanted to even wasting time from throwings or anything. But still, they got 6 minutes at a time, and they were saying PJM out.
I think it was the corners and the subs, innit?
What's still about 6 minutes? That would equate to like 4 minutes. But in the end, all that doesn't matter. We're still the champions.
Yeah, you'll have a gold badge there next year. I'm sure of. I mean,
we could have the gold badge and also the golden star there, bro.
Shut up, man. I knew you were gonna say that bullshit, bro. As soon as you said Hamza, I knew you were gonna say some bullshit. Yeah? Enjoy your Premier League, man. Like, stay in your station. But obviously, the reason we say that Man City drew and Arsenal win the league, whatever, is because Arsenal yesterday, if we just revisit that real quick, they go away. They play at home to Burnley and they scrape a 1-0 win. What was your thoughts on that game, Mac?
I think it was very comfortable for us. We were in the ascendancy. Like, Burnley couldn't lay a glove with us. We were in first gear the whole game. We had a few chances in the first half, but going into the second half is like, just keep the 1-0 lead. All we need is a win, shut it out, and that's the main thing. I was quite like the referee. Like, every week we talk about him. There's always something happening, whichever game you're looking at. Like, for both teams, yesterday, he was very poor. In the first half, we should have had a penalty on Saka. In the second half, obviously, Havertz should have been sent off. But
I didn't see that in your match review, by the way. By the way, Mac, I didn't see that in your match review. That Havertz been sent off. All I saw was a penalty.
I don't know. I think, it was all that joy and jubilation going through it. I even forgot about that. But I'm just saying, like, PGML from next season needs to, like, they need to go through another rigorous form of training or something because they're not taking accountability.
Now you won your PGML title. Sorry. I said I wasn't going to be salty, but now you're asking for this whole revamp of the referees, bro. When you've got your PGML title, I'm sorry, bro. I'm absolutely sorry, bro. No, man.
It's about time, bro. Listen, if it wasn't,
you should say thanks, Anthony Taylor. Thank you, Peter Kavanagh, or whatever, Chris Kavanagh.
It's about time.
Bro. I love you, bro.
Year after year, we're being screwed over. The one where Doku kicks, who was it? Was it McAllister or whoever? Kicks him in the chest, could have had a penalty. Liverpool scored that, we win the league. The other year,
Odegaard handballed it, played basketball at Anfield. Do you remember that game? No,
one-offs.
Talk about the goodness of your team. Don't you dare talk about referees. Don't you dare talk about referees.
I'm just saying, referees in general, they need, from next season, need to go through another, like, rigorous form of training to improve. Because it's not acceptable now. It's not acceptable.
Dude, look at the Uzi. Look how shameless. How shameless is the Ummah, bro?
It's
He's
not
been
acceptable.
like, yeah, the refs have been a bit bad. Now he's like, we must change as a community. The referees are the problem. As soon as you win to PGML title, man, shut up, man. Get out of here, bro.
Hamza. Sorry, bro. We champions.
Damn. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Back
Thank you,
it. Loki, I
thank
can.
you, thank you.
Oi.
Celebrations inside.
There's no fireworks, bro.
Mac, I can deal with that.
No,
Loki, I can
man.
deal with the Prem. It's the
Yeah.
Champions League, bro, next weekend.
Yeah.
If I see you next week,
If
lift the
PSG
Champions then it's
loses-
finished.
I'm finished. If PSG
Rumors is Dembele is injured.
Oh
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not.
Never mind. Bring
He's not.
Dembele too. The dunk on him.
Yeah.
You'll see the nastiest 1-0 win. No, I'm joking. I think it's gonna be tight. It'll be like
You know
3-2.
what, right? Let me tell you, a brother of mine, he told me, in his words, I have a feeling PSG is gonna attack. Arsenal will get one corner and they'll score and they'll win 1-0.
Yeah.
Hey, you will see
That's
the
what I'm
exact same
scared of.
lineup besides Havertz on next week Sunday for the final.
Victor Coquerez against Marquinhos and
You will
Pacho,
definitely.
bro. That's like,
Your career is against Marquinhos. That will be lovely stuff to watch.
that's like the two little dwarfs that you get to fight each other in school, bro. When you get the two midget kids to fight each other, that's what them two is. Youngres versus Marquinhos, and then Pacho's like the big dog. It'll just be like, yo, relax, bro. Relax. But yeah, I mean, Ozzy, bro. Did you watch the City game today?
No, I was focusing on the Chelsea game, bro, because I thought it was a done, dusted, easy win for City. Until I saw it was the 87th minute and it's 1-0, and I'm like, a little message, the same guy I was just talking about. I said, Arsenal won the league, bro. City threw everything away. It's done. I can't believe it. I still can't believe it, bro. The man name that bottled it for like 3 seasons straight actually went on and won a trophy. A major trophy, bro. Not an FA Cup, not the Carabao Cup. They won.
It's not
FA
major.
Cup is
Yeah.
a major
It's-
trophy, bro.
It's not a major, bro. The only major trophies in Champions League and haven't won that. So like these are
Yeah,
all
look at
minor
this
things
guy.
that they've won.
Deflection,
bro. A Premier League, bro. A Premier
deflection.
League is huge,
Get
bro.
out of here.
I can't, like
Nah,
City.
I can't take you
fully
seriously until you win the
bottled
Champions
it
League, bro.
Everton game,
If
City
you ever
fully-
win the Champions League, bro, then I'll take you seriously. Now, me and
I told
Ozzy,
you- I told you
we're
guys.
big dogs, bro.
December time, I told you guys, I brought the good luck. It's gonna happen.
Hey, listen,
Champions League,
December-
Premier League is
wait,
down. Champions
wait.
League is coming.
December time, you told us you had a quadruple or what?
Yeah.
I did. But anyways, I didn't go into I didn't watch any game in the Carabao Cup. I didn't watch any game in the FA Cup. You know what I'm saying? I watched the Champions League and the Premier League. So that's where the luck is from.
Yeah, well, you won it. I mean, Sumain, yeah, I won't ever compare Caicedo to Rice because there is no comparison. Caicedo is levels and
Rice.
streets above Declan
Yeah,
Rice.
yeah.
But ChatGPT lost his mind today because I said, "Who are your top 10 Ballon d'Or rankings?" And I said, based on if Arsenal win the Premier League and PSG win the Champions League. He goes, "For me, Declan Rice, Harry Kane will win.
ChatGPT knows.
We'll win a Ballon d'Or." I was like, bro, if I live in a society in a world where Declan Rice wins a Ballon d'Or, bro, that's it. We're done, bro.
Bro, scrap the whole award, bro.
Uzi, do you know what this means? By Arsenal winning also.
What does it mean? 'Cause
United.
he's not getting PFA.
United.
player
United.
of the year.
Wait. I'm talking about United. I'm talking about United.
What about United?
They waiting the
Oh.
longest to win a Premier League trophy.
Hey,
13 years
Yeah,
now.
13 years. Don't worry.
13.
Very
We know more there now.
Eric will bring us 21.
I mean, these guys are washed, bro. They live in the past, mate. Me, you, Mac, bro. We live in the now. We're world champions. You're English champions, bro. These lot are living in the absolute past, bro. You know what I mean? Little freaks, man. Yeah, you might finish third this season. You can take your little assist record, bro. I'm a world champion, bro. Nobody can talk to me ever for at least 4 years, bro.
Uzi, your own legend yesterday, or was the day before yesterday, Roy Keane said, What is an assist, bro? Your own legend. Your own legend said it. assists to win
Some
player
of them have
player.
been nonsense assists, by the way. Some of these have been absolutely. By the way, if anyone wants a banger Instagram video or TikTok video, this goes for you boys as well. Do a 20 versus 20, Henri 20 assists and Bruno 20 assists, and be like, which one's better, right? That's a banging video waiting to happen.
Henri
If
is
somebody
better
doesn't make
only
that, you
from
have to make
open
that.
play, though.
Henri got 24 goals and 20 assists that season. Remember that?
Yeah,
Arsenal
but
finished
honestly,
second in the league.
what actually, Ozzy, you need to take that video idea and do it, bro. That video will bang if you do it properly. And anyone in the chat, bro, if you take that video
I
idea,
got
it will
football
bang.
one today.
What? This, let me tell you. This is club worthy, by the way. The other episode, Mac was telling me I need to name players that have won the PFA Player of the Year but didn't win the league. And I have found, I'm pretty sure, is it 14 or 16 players that have won it since the Premier League has come about and their league positions in said
Wait.
seasons.
14 or 16 in 30 years of English
Yeah,
Premier
there's
League
loads,
football.
Mark.
Premier
I don't know why
League,
you
bro.
would have said that. This is so many, bro.
Exactly. So can I lay it out, right?
Late.
Who is this? We
Lay it
got
on me.
Paul McGrath, played for Aston Villa in the 92-93 season.
Man got the
Second.
TV, but I was gonna ask you who we play.
Les Ferdinand played for Newcastle in the 95-96 season. Finished second. Alan Shearer.
10 years before Uzi was born.
96-97 season. Newcastle finished 11th that season.
Wow.
Fourth, David Ginola played for Spurs in 98-99. Bro came third. Right? In fifth, we have Ruud van Nistelrooy for United in 01-02. United finished third that season. In fifth, we have the record holder, Henri. Arsenal finished second. In sixth, Steven Gerrard 05-06. Liverpool finished third. In seventh, Wayne Rooney 09-10. United finished second. 11-12, we have Van Persie. Arsenal finished what? Fifth that season.
And then
In ninth, we have Gareth Bale 10-11. Spurs finished third. In 10th,
all right, Uzi.
we
Uzi,
have
okay.
Luis Suarez.
We get your point now.
Liverpool finished
But
second.
did you hear every single name you've mentioned?
I have, bro. And they all. Your point was that they didn't win.
Do
the
you
league.
understand the caliber
was your
of
whole
players you've mentioned?
I don't know.
Oh,
who Paul
Mark, don't go
McGrath
down
is,
that
bro.
road, bro.
Bro,
Don't go
Who-
down that
who
road.
is
You're
Do
Paul
you
losing as
McGrath?
well.
Who
You're
is
losing
Paul
Do you
McGrath?
understand? Do you understand? Okay.
Bro,
I don't
who
know
is
who
Paul
that-
McGrath, bro?
He's one
I
of
don't
those
even
English
know.
guys.
He's a defender.
So, but
Oh,
your
Bella.
whole argument was about winning the league, of players not winning the league. So I came back with research to cook you, and cook I have done.
Fair play. I give it to you, fair play. But
I mean, that was a
doesn't
silly
deserve
statement
it.
from you, Mac. That was a silly statement from you, to be honest, bro. If you actually said that, because it's just
Yeah,
about
it is,
10
yeah.
players off the top of my head, I know, but yeah, yeah, you're
And then there was
I don't know.
Salah, Van Dijk, KDB, Salah again.
I think Rice should win it this year, though. Low-key.
He will.
He will.
That'll be my pick, because he's actually like unreal. Like the rest of the Arsenal team, I said to one of my boys, as a Riot and Saliba, the only like legit ones. The rest of them cheek, like not cheeks, but like they're all just mid. Rice mid, Saka mid, Madueke mid, constantly just mid everywhere. But Saliba and Riot, they're the truth, man. Like they get in anyone's team. Everyone else is just a bit meaty. Exactly.
And
Rice
number
only has
8.
4 goals. Cheeks. Yeah, bro. I mean, you finished third. You know what I mean? Go get in a title race, bro. I've been in a title
Listen.
race. Max been in a title race. You ain't been in a title race, bro.
I've been in
Since
the
you stopped watching
title
football.
race, bro. We
Yeah,
finished
when? Since
second
you
with
watched
Jose
football.
Mourinho.
Yeah, that's not a
finished
title race,
second with
bro.
Ole as
That was
well,
never
bro.
a title race. The guy finished
Ole
100
was-
points.
that
and
was a
that was
title
not.
race,
That was not a title race, bro.
We were in a title race until we had to play 3 games in like a week because they stormed the pitch.
Yeah,
They
man.
rescheduled
Oh, I
the
forgot that.
Liverpool game.
And I told you, man, how many United fans mentioned after they beat Arsenal, they in the title race. And now you're what?
Bro,
Like 17,
it was
18.
just bad.
You know, they mentioned that, and right now Arsenal have more clean sheets than United have in wins, bro.
United are the T4.
Imagine, we have more clean sheets than United wins. Deep that.
You
19
can have
clean
that,
sheets.
bro. You can have the Premier
19.
League title. Enjoy. Enjoy it, bro. Enjoy.
Well, I don't know. It was Nikhil's, bro. Nikhil was getting excited to see that.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know what the hell happened to his cheeks, bro. Because
Bro,
you know what I found crazy was he didn't even try like pull it up instantly. He turned
Bro,
around,
it's just that,
showed cock, and then pulled it up.
Bro,
And then they showed the replay. I was like, what the hell did they show the replay for, man? Little
All these
weirdo.
guys sports, bro.
Genuinely, bro. It's just barking it like this.
Sky Sports are just weirdo. That imagine even like when Arteta was giving his farewell speech for the season and that yesterday, he was holding the Arsenal bottle and they decided to make a video about that stuff. Sky Sports.
Yeah, because of the City fan drinking from the Arsenal.
He was in the Bournemouth stand today, though.
They showed him a couple of times.
Yeah,
crazy stuff, bro.
But yeah,
London is red, boys.
I mean, Mac, I'll give you the floor because I think there's nothing really much else to talk about the City game. And I'll give you the floor if you want to.
Top of the table.
The haters,
I've already thanked everyone. I've thanked everyone. Sorry, thank Hamza. I've thanked Uzi. I've thanked Nawaz. Tristan, unlucky lad, you might be getting relegated. Nikhil, never seen you in a long time. What else? Who else, bro? Every single hater, I thank all of you out there.
Where is Nawaz? Is he still coming?
No, Nawaz might be coming. He might be coming. He told me he's got something else on, but he might come on a bit later on. But
Nawaz couldn't take it.
He couldn't handle it. Low-key, Nawaz couldn't handle it. Yeah, Nawaz couldn't handle it. But it's been all right. It's been all right. But I guess let's move on then. Let's move on. Oh, sorry. You go for it.
I was saying, all right, okay. I guess it'll be better when we move to the predictions.
Yeah. All right. Well, before we get to those predictions, obviously, and people have said this in the chat, Chelsea versus Spurs. Spurs still in the relegation battle because they went away to Stamford Bridge and they got cooked, as they do every single time without fail. 2-1. I was the only one who predicted 2-1. So, Mohammed Azhar, bro, when you're voting for Uzi to win the championship, remember that. And I'm the only one that knows ball. This guy doesn't know anything. Yeah? So, remember me.
Sneaky guy. Sneaky guy. Okay, it makes sense. What
do you mean? I was the only one that said Chelsea would win. I was thinking Chelsea.
This sneaky guy said, there's no title race. Okay.
Yeah. I told you, bro.
Sneaky guy.
No, but I'm just saying I got that right. I just said I got it right. I'm not in the title race. Kirsten, bro, you're in the mud. We're about to talk about Spurs. But yeah, obviously what happened was
Hamza 2-1. Is top, that means.
Hamza is clear, bro.
No, it's not. I'm just trying to show you. I don't know why you guys. Anyway, we'll get into that. But yeah, obviously Tottenham went away to Chelsea and lost as per usual. Enzo Fernandez with a worldie. To what's his name? Santos with a good goal, and then Richarlison with a good finish after Pape Mate Sarr little flick. That was pretty good. And then they couldn't get the job done. James Maddison had a clear-cut chance, but Joral Hato X'd him off, and then they had a chance at the very end. But Matthias Tell did a Matthias Tell, and he kicked out of play. And it ended 2-1. And Kirsten and Tristan and the rest of the boys over there in North London are still in a relegation battle. So we take those, because if Chelsea drop points tonight, yeah, it would have been great overall because you wouldn't be in the Conference League next year, which ultimately I think we are. And Tottenham wouldn't have been in a relegation battle. But boys, I'm going to go to Ozzy first. What was your thoughts on this game?
Bro, honestly, I thought Spurs were gonna walk away with a draw and basically secure themselves from relegation, but unfortunately, it goes down right to the wire. Who gets relegated? Is it Spurs going down or staying up, or West Ham come with a sucker punch on the last day, win, and yeah.
I think Spurs stay up. Because I think West Ham is going to draw to.
Yeah, I don't think West Ham beat that Leeds side, bro.
Leeds are a bit too good for
really
West Ham at this point in time. purely on that.
West Ham
They're
are-
very lucky to stay up.
Yeah. Well, we now know that 60,000 seater is going to be in the championship. But yeah, Tottenham could have ended it today.
Isn't that a bad thing for the Londoners?
Who
in
cares,
terms of
man? Oh,
tax?
yeah, because they have to pay some sort of tax. Bro, who cares, man? Like, we want to see Tottenham in the championship, bro. That's what we want. I mean, that's what I want to see. I know Mac doesn't want to see it. I don't. Uzi, do you want Tottenham to go down or West Ham to go down?
I want Spurs to go down.
Okay, first. Mac, who do you want to go down?
West Ham, bro. I told you I want to slap Spurs. And they get points of City even though they have the under 15 charges. So I enjoy that.
Fair. I mean, they are an easy 6 points. We had a terrible season this season, and we got 6 points off them again. So yeah, I mean that is a good point. But I would like to see them just down, bro, just down. Because Loki, there are a couple Spurs players that I'm looking at where I'm like, you know what, I'll have a bit of you.
If they go down, I don't think they're coming back up. It will be tough for them because all their players will be leaving, bro.
Mac, don't get me excited, bro. Do not get me
If they-
excited. Because the
Bro,
thought of
they
Spurs
hold
staying.
almost majority of their team will leave. You're telling me they will stay?
No, bro.
Yeah, but they got too much
Oh,
money, bro.
Yeah.
They got too much money. Because look at all the teams that go down. They all get parachute payments and they come straight back up. So even if their team does go, bro, like they'll be fine.
I mean, look at
I mean,
Leicester
Football is a
City, bro.
strange game.
All their players are like Premier League wages, and then they got chucked even further down now.
You know, then again, okay, we're saying this, and City could still be getting relegated even with the under 15
No,
charges.
I
Clearly-
don't think
clearly-
so, bro.
Pep,
Yeah.
that's the reason why Pep is leaving now. You know?
Oh yeah. We didn't. Well,
That-
yeah.
We'll mention that. We'll mention that. But yeah, obviously, to be fair, today was, to be honest, it was a pretty boring game. It was just a scrappy game. Cole Palmer was really good today. Obviously, Noaz isn't here to start throwing hate on his name. So, but Cole Palmer had a good game. Enzo Fernandez had a decent game. Realistically, Tottenham should have left with something. But now I think Pedro Porro is out of the last game. And if somebody can confirm that in the chat, because he got his 10th yellow card against us. So I don't know if he's out of the game against Everton, but that'll be a huge loss if he is.
Bro, what difference does that make? The only thing the guy can do is cross.
I'm trying to create a narrative, bro. I'm literally trying to create a narrative.
There's no narrative with Spurs. They shit.
No, but he's a leader, bro. He is a leader. Obviously, he's led them to spare the season, but like he is a leader of men. But yeah, it goes to the final day, and Chelsea might get Conference League. So I hope we lose to Sunderland. I hope. I'm fingers crossed we lose to Sunderland because I need us to be in no Europe. I'm sick of these Thursday nights. Unless it's Europa League. Loki, if we can finish in the Europa League spots, I'll take that. But yeah, let's talk about that. Obviously, you mentioned the 115 charges. And Mohammed has asked before. Pep Guardiola leaves Manchester City. We can touch upon it here, but I want to touch upon it fully on Sunday. But let's touch upon it here. What are your guys' instant reaction to the news that Pep leaves?
That was strange from like Ornstein and Fabrizio Romano. Those type of announcements should be done by the club. Coming out from journalists, for such a high caliber manager who deserves the praise and everything. That was poor from, and then to announce Enzo Maresca to City after that makes it even worse.
Yeah, like normally
So quite disappointing.
the journalists give the club the respect to announce that, like, if a long-time manager, a big manager is leaving, like unless it's a sacking, it's a different scenario. But normally they give the respect, but now they just shot it out same time, though.
But you're not going to sit on that story, though, are you? If you're a reporter, journalist, you're not going to sit on that story.
Yeah, mega bucks at the end of the day.
Yeah, and the Maresca thing, I think the Maresca thing is less bad because I'm like, everyone knew he was going to replace him.
Everyone knew.
There's a reason he hasn't gone for anything.
Everyone knew Pep was leaving at the end of the season, to be fair.
Nah, I thought he was going to stay for longer, to be fair.
He was hinting at it for a long
I thought he
time.
was.
He was hinting for it in a long time, ever since his final season at City.
Fair play to him. He did it, bro. He is the best manager, I think, in the Premier League. I know Sir Alex Ferguson done it, bro, but Pep changed football, bro, in the Premier League.
Sorry, I'm laughing because LG Darrow just commented. He comments Arteta is better than Pep and Fergie. You know what? Fair play. You can have that. You can have that. No, but I think it's he won 50 major trophies, 20 overall, 2 like major honors a season is like ridiculous, bro. Like that's actually crazy.
Yeah.
He obviously like Centurions. Then you have the domestic treble, then the actual treble. You had 100 goals in the season. Like, bro, like any one of those is like a whole, like, look at Arsenal. Arsenal won the Invincibles, right? And that's all they talk about, right? City have had Centurions treble and domestic treble. Bro, like that's like 3 of those. It's just insane. And all that in like 7 years, bro. I think it's a sad time for the league. And also now, as Mr. Cole alludes to, Arsenal could go back to back. You know, there's a very real possibility because their biggest rival has got out the league.
I think next season, actually, the Premier League is going to be back to where like it's going to be its most interesting in terms of like we getting all these new managers in the different styles of plays, similar tactics also at the same time, but it's also going to be interesting in terms of how Arteta stays with these same tactics or he changes it up. You know what I'm saying? So I think
well, I mean, if it's your first one, to be honest, he'll probably change it up. Because if it's his first one, he'll be like, you know what, we got over the line now, right? But like, I want to ask you boys, Izzy, I want to go to you first, right? Obviously, now Pep's leaving the league, right? And you never know what's going to happen. Because I remember the start of the season, everyone was like, Arsenal, Chelsea, City, Liverpool will finish in the top 4. There'll be a big gap, and then there'll be everybody else, right? Obviously, that hasn't turned out to happen, right? Liverpool might still not make it into the Champions League. So for you next season, who do you think will be the main like title challengers to go ahead and win the Prem title?
Oh, bro, that's an interesting question because you got basically you have like Carrick will have a full season at United. You're gonna have Xabi Alonso coming into Chelsea for a full season, unless both our clubs decide to sack the manager halfway through like we usually do. And you have Arteta trying to go back to back. You have Arne Slot trying to fix the machine. So it's going to be a very interesting title race. And then you obviously have who else? You have
imagine Liverpool do a madness, sack Slot, and bring Klopp back. Imagine do a madness.
Nah, I don't.
Yeah, but
so.
that guy won one Premier League in 8 seasons, bro. So he's not exactly gonna come in and win another one.
No, but
that guy,
I'm
ultimate fraud.
Same as Arteta, by the way,
bro. agendas, bro. Oh my god, narratives, bro. That's unreal. Yeah, actually, hasn't he won 4 league titles in less time? I'm pretty sure that's right.
Yeah, I think so.
Fair play, Mark. Fair play. You got that over him now.
You think
That
Enzo
best ever
Maresca,
He's just in the Champions League now. Just the Champions League is needed.
You think Enzo Maresca can implement his philosophy in Manchester
Bro,
City?
we saw him do it at Chelsea. Going into City, it's like a glove. It fits in like a glove, bro.
Yeah, but do you think he can go and win the Premier League title is a question.
There are a couple of signings off, to be fair.
Yeah,
like
I'll
be honest.
Off.
Then you full back,
I think
bro.
they were in a fugazi title race this year. They were only in the title race because Arsenal were letting them in. But like in reality, they never should have been in a title race because they had no De Bruyne and they had like Cherky was good for a bit, but he wasn't good all season. You know what I mean? People want to hype him up because he's like plays beautiful football, but he's not like that all the time. I think City are a couple signings off. And Haaland, bro, he literally took like 11 games off. You know, if they go for the title, that can't happen. You know what I mean? So I think a lot has to change at City, but I trusted my Maresca to be able to get the job done at some point in the future. Maybe not next year, maybe not the year after, but at some point.
Yeah, Maresca is top notch. He can do it.
But yeah, but you, Mark, like for you, who do you think? Obviously now Arsenal won the league, so fair play. But who do you think next year will be like the main title challengers?
I think it's going to be City again. City will definitely be there. Maresca will come with these different tactics. The big difference is I want to see what type of midfield changes they bring. Today's game against Bournemouth showed the lack of legs in that midfield. They have Bernardo Silva, Rodri, and Kovacic, which by all means, looking at that midfield on paper, is quite good. But the type of football they played against Bournemouth, they were struggling big time. And then he brought in Foden, which didn't even make a difference either. So, which midfield players he brings in could make it an interesting battle. Other than that, I don't see anyone else. Carrick will fall away. Chelsea could be there in the top four, but not champions. Who else? Liverpool with Slot in charge. No way, bro. They're gonna finish below everyone.
Ooh, but most
So
likely, thing is, the season is long though, so they could still come back into it.
they could, but you know who we have to look out for? I think Bournemouth is gonna be the team to look out for. Not for the title,
Brother.
not for
Now
the
you're
title,
bullshit, bro. Now you're
not
talking
for the
bullshit, bro.
title, but for a top four finish. It happens every season with one guy.
Nah, bro,
or the other. It
they'll
happens.
finish
It
in
happens.
European spots, bro. And
It
Iriola will
happens. It
drive this team
happens.
into the ground with his.
He's not there, bro. He's not there. Rose is the coach.
Yeah, he's gone, bro. They're
Whoever.
finishing same
he's
as Forest,
gone.
bro. It's just gonna be Forest
Yeah.
again. It's
Yeah.
Forest 2.0. They're gonna finish like 14th, bro.
No, but they have the players. You know who I want to see? Gibbs White. Who this guy goes to? I would love Arsenal to
him.
get Gibbs White.
I would love him. Oh my god, I want that guy more than I want the world, bro. He's so good. Oh
Gibbs
my
White.
god.
I wonder who's gonna get
That
him.
finish.
He's
That
definitely
finish
leaving.
against United, bro. Oh my god.
Gold.
First
Bro,
class.
especially after bro's skull was cracked open.
And people don't want him to
And
go
took
for
his own
England.
mask and everything off, bro.
Literally.
I'm watching people do. I'm seeing people do England squad predictors, yeah, and they're not putting Gibbs White in. I'm thinking, what the hell are they
He
watching?
deserves it, I think. Huh?
Far, he's quality, bro. He's quality.
Would you take him
But-
over Morgan Rogers?
No.
At Chelsea,
No, I'm
for the
saying
England
for
squad.
England.
No.
they're different, man. They're different. I mean, the four I'm taking, like in terms of attack midfielders, like in my head. And by the way, the squad's announced on Friday, so we'll see. Would be Jude Bellingham, nailed on.
He's
Even
definitely
though,
has
by
to
the
be.
way, the consensus in England, by the way, is that he shouldn't start. Like I'm seeing 60%, 70% of people just being like, "Why is he starting?" Which is ridiculous. I'll then go Morgan Gibbs White would be the other one. Cole Palmer would be the other one, and there was a fourth one. Was it Morgan Rogers? Yeah, but I think it was Morgan Rogers. I'm like kind of in and out on Morgan Rogers or Berriese. But it'll be those three plus one of
He's
those.
probably gonna take Eze though.
No, because Rogers been really good for him, right? I don't think Eze. Palmer goes because he can show up in moments. Jude Bellingham obviously goes.
Yeah.
Gibbs White, I just think it's like he offers something so different, and he can kind of play up top because he played in the front two with Wood for like the last
Gibbs
10
White can
games.
play literally every position you put him in. Even if you want to put him in an 8, he'll do the job.
Yeah, he's incredible, bro. And then I would leave Eze at home. That would be my personal opinion. But like that shows how good that's not an Arsenal thing. That just shows how quality
No, I know.
the front four is.
But that's been
but-
the recurring problem for England year after year after year. They have
Yeah,
so
the
much
midfielders.
talent. But we'll have to see.
So, remember they were playing, was it Lampard at right mid in 2010?
No, it was Scholes at left mid.
Scholes at left mid, bro. That's
Scholes at left mid.
too much
Crazy.
quality.
But I think there's a world, lads, where João Pedro and Cole Palmer are at home. I think there's a world that exists.
Bro,
where that happens.
The João Pedro is mad.
how is he leaving João Pedro and he's taking, what's his ego Jesus from Forest and leaving João Pedro at home?
Ego Thiago.
Even
yeah.
the thing,
No,
Wow,
Ego
what's
Thiago
Ego?
is fine.
Ego Thiago from bro.
Henrique.
Ego Thiago. Have you seen the guy play? I know he got that amount of goals in the Prem, but have you
Yeah.
seen the
Yeah,
guy
I've
actually
seen
play?
him.
Pedro's double the
Have
player.
you seen
Pedro's
him
double
play?
the player of him. Honestly.
Yeah. The one was the Forest.
Ancelotti just looked at stats,
guy
bro.
from Forest, bro. That was a shocker because taking him over João Pedro is crazy.
Ancelotti has made some questionable decisions. Even the left back Douglas Santos, that guy changed to Russian, came back as a Brazilian, and now he's a left back, bro. He's playing going to the
Yeah.
World Cup after like 6 years. So, some questionable decisions.
No, even like Martinelli, bro. Like I know they play different positions, but it's just like flipping out.
Martinelli
Like,
is just
how...
there on defense, bro. Just
Yeah,
output
but I mean,
defense, you know.
but people say that João Pedro hasn't played well for what's his face for Brazil, which I hear, but neither's Vinny. You know what I mean? 5 goals in 50 appearances.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not all about that. It's about form going into it. And obviously, in terms of a striker, Igor Thiago cannot do half the things that João Pedro can do. You know, and the fact that it was between him and Neymar is like ridiculous, bro. You know, like I don't mind the Neymar thing, but there should be space for João
Yeah.
Pedro. I don't really care about the Andre Santos as much. Thiago Silva not being there as well, I think it's ridiculous, bro. But like that's like second to João Pedro. But as I said, I think there's a world where João Pedro and Cole Palmer are both at home, which I would love to see them at the World Cup because I think they would be amazing on the world on the biggest stage as they were last year against PSG to become world champions in the Club World Cup final, both scoring goals and getting assists. But yeah, I think there's a world where they're both at home.
It's such a pity the World Cup is in America because we could have such good vibes, but I think America is just gonna bring the vibes down.
I hope
For
not.
some
I hope
reason,
not. It's always the World
I'm
Cup
not
though,
getting that
because
feeling.
even
Yeah,
Russia,
I
people were saying that
know.
about Russia though, and
Ah,
Russia
but
was
Russia was
quality.
vibes. Russia was
It was
very
vibes,
nice.
but America is just like giving it. There's no
Yeah, I mean,
there's no hype.
Russia was American,
There's no
bro.
hype.
Like,
The World Cup is like literally in a
a
month, not even in a month, like couple weeks from now, and
lot of
there's
the
no
Yeah.
people
hype.
in the comments want us to talk about Jose Mourinho returning to.
Well, Ozzy, you take it. You take it, lad. You're the Real Madrid fan. You take it.
I'm at the point, man. I can't lie. Really, really happy with it. I just hope he can turn this team into pure counter attacking like how he did before with Ronaldo, Benzema, Kaká. Because he got all the things in the world, bro. You got Chile, got Mbappe, Rodrigo will be fit again as well come next season. I'm just hoping he sorts out all his ego issues into the team as well. Then they let him sign who he needs to.
Yeah, I think it was. I
Low
think it's
key,
recipe for disaster, bro.
Eh,
low key
That's what I think.
Valverde though will be dangerous under him.
Yeah, no, Valverde will be
I think
really good.
he's gonna be one of his best assets.
Mm.
Yeah, but Mac, he's managed so many B tier teams for the last like 6 years. You think he's gonna plop into Real Madrid and like take them to
I
a
mean,
Champions League?
Bro, he's still an elite
special.
coach.
He's the
He's an
special
elite
one, bro.
coach. You
He's
can't
won
discount
everywhere
his
he
stuff.
went other than Spurs.
Bro, look how many
Literally,
draws he got
Spurs
at Benfica. He got 11 draws to end the season. You know what I mean?
No,
Like
but bro,
this
that's
guy.
Benfica.
yeah.
This is Real Madrid. It's
Um,
different.
Fenerbahce failed, Spurs failed, Roma was all right. You know what I mean? And then he's gonna go to Real Madrid
Technically,
and
Spurs,
solve
he
this
got them to a
problem, bro.
final.
Spurs, he got
Low-key,
to the
I think-
final. They sacked him before the final, bro.
I think Mourinho might actually get sacked before like December. I real talk.
I don't think
Like
so,
it's,
bro.
they're trying to get the most combustible manager in the world to fix all these egos, bro. And no
I
way in
mean,
hell is that
He's
working.
managed egos before, bro. Look at his AC Milan team. When he
Yeah,
had
but this is
Zlatan,
16 years ago,
Figo,
bro.
he
This
had-
is not 2010. This is
No,
2026, bro.
do you know the ego thing? Okay, didn't you say you must watch that documentary, The Bus?
Yeah. Did you watch
Is it
it?
The Bu- I watched it today, bro. Yeah, in terms of ego, that was
Yeah.
mad. Like,
Yeah.
Uzi, you need to go and watch that. You need to go and watch that. That was crazy. The way Raymond though, actually the way he like talked about from a managerial point of view, like the man didn't talk anything about football. He was worried about flipping astrology signs and all.
No, it's not even that, bro.
Like,
Like that's like ultimate
never give a shit.
miscommunication. Yeah, he didn't
Yeah.
want to communicate with anybody about anything, bro. Oh man,
the
that guy was
media,
lost.
and then he just threw the players under the bus after that. Oh man,
Yeah.
I think Mourinho steers the ship properly, bro. I think he does that.
Steer the ship to what? Because it's been 2 years without winning anything, which at Real Madrid
Yeah.
is like an absolute travesty, right?
I think
What do
he
you think
steers the
Mourinho will
ship
do?
to a league title at least. I
That's
The
think
a lot.
Barca are going to
Long
get
last.
95 points this season. You think that he can
Bro.
overtake them?
yeah.
who's the players you think he goes to invest in to get you through that?
He needs to sort out that defense, bro. That defense is shocking. Because Ferland Mendy might retire because apparently he needs surgery so that he's able to walk. There's no left back other than Carreras, who's probably gonna be second fiddle to whoever he signs. He needs to sign another 2 centre back because bro, we have to play Valverde at right. I mean, sorry, not Valverde. We have to play Chouameni at centre back for majority of the season with Rudiger or Militao being out. He needs to find someone who can partner Dean Royson well. And then
You got what you call it, Dean Hyson. Who else you got there?
it's only
I'm sure
Militao
there's more options.
and Rudiger and what's his name?
Dean Hyson.
Yeah, Dean Royson.
Raul Asensio.
Yeah, Asensio, but he's also a loose cannon, bro. He's like the Romero of the team. He has no head.
I remember for the Euros how everyone was crying he wasn't chosen.
And at right back, bro, is only Trent. Afterwards, it's passed because Danny Carvalho's leaving.
Well, okay.
So-
No, Uzi. Shall I make this simple for you? Because this is what
Yeah.
people care. Nobody gives a shit about like who's playing at right back or left back, really. Like right now, all they care about is Kiki Mondi or Vinicius Jr.? Do they both stay or do they go? And if they do go, which one is leaving?
I think they both
Killian,
can.
come here, boy.
I think they both stay, in all honesty. I don't think they kick out anyone.
So if Arsenal put 120 million bid, you think they won't accept it?
Nah, I don't think so.
Even if they put 150 on the table.
Fair.
Also,
I
like
don't
300 mil for Mbappe.
I don't think they were, bro. You don't make that decision.
150 for Mbappe, you sick.
Bro,
Bro,
I don't give
I
a
don't
shit.
think
Just pay
so,
whatever
bro.
for him. To play him off
Bro,
the
you be
left hand
like,
in
you
all
be minimum
honesty-
250.
side. Don't worry, we got Thierry Henry's influence. Don't worry.
Hey, nobody cares about that bold fraud, man. Bruno's coming with his record on Sunday. Am I right?
Bro.
But in all honesty, I don't think anyone gets dropped at all. I think Mourinho will find a way, bro. He'll find
So
a way.
where does Camavinga fit in this picture?
I think Camavinga's getting whacked, bro, for sure. I'm pretty sure they put him up for sale. He can come to United. He'll come in again.
Come to United.
Yeah, he can
Don't
come to
worry.
United.
We got to
Send him
enjoy,
home to
bro.
the other one.
We can partner him and Kobe Maino next to each other.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I would say probably Vinicius Junior is the easiest one to get rid of.
But I don't.
Send him away.
If like
And send
okay,
him
if
to
you have
Arsenal.
come down
Send him
to
to
it, right?
Arsenal. Yeah. Get Martinelli out of here. Yeah. And then let me take Barcola, bro. Give me Barcola. You give
You
me
can take
Barcola.
Barcola. Take him, bro.
Then these lot will be like, oh, we got Vinicius Barcola. 20 goals and 20 assists next season. You heard it here first, bro. No, I mean 5
You
goals
want
and 20
tonight,
assists.
my lads?
But yeah.
In
But
all
yeah,
honesty, like,
anyway.
right? If you have to give me a situation where one has to go, I think Mbappe is the one to go.
Nah, he's too
okay,
big, man. They spent too much
because-
money on him. They spent too much time, bro. He's too big.
Because I think, bro, Fini has too much pedigree in the club.
Over
Nah,
Mbappe.
bro.
Two
Nah, it
Champions
doesn't.
Leagues, bro. Two Champions Leagues.
Lost that day, bro. Mbappe, he's that guy.
They don't care about the past, by the way. Real Madrid are the biggest team to not care about the past.
He's that guy, Mbappe.
This
bro.
guy sounds British. He has an inside info. Yeah. To be fair, I do. If you need me to tell you that Pep Guardiola's gone, I will tell you that. But no, I think
Looks like
get
it,
rid of
bro.
Vinicius, bro. Get rid of Vinicius. Kylian Mbappe is the future. Because every time Kylian Mbappe plays on his own, he kills it. I thought he was going to win Ballon d'Or start of the season, but I'm sick and I don't know anything. But yeah, lads, is there anything else that we want to say on Arsenal winning the Premier League, on the Chelsea game, the Spurs relegation, or the City game? Anything else that we want to say before we move to the prediction side of the show?
I think we're all good.
I think we chilling, bro.
Just gonna enjoy the moment, enjoy the present, enjoy
One
the
game
night.
at a time, eh?
Enjoy
One game at a
tomorrow. Enjoy the day afterwards. Enjoy the day after that day. All the way until the UCL final where we win that and enjoy the whole summer. Well, the winter.
Oh
part.
my god. Flip. It's funny because like we've had so many episodes of these podcasts and Nawaz can talk big talk, but he hasn't actually really talked big talk that much, yeah. Now you can talk all the smack you want, no matter what the hell the referees do, no matter what the hell your players do, no matter what happens to your club, bro. Until this time next year for another 365 days, regardless of what happens in the Champions League, bro, you can say whatever the hell you want back.
You know, I feel like this is gonna hit me more on Sunday when we actually lift that Premier League trophy. Now it's setting in, but when we actually see our players, I see Martin Odegaard lift that trophy above his head. That's when it's gonna hit even more. That's when the tears are literally gonna go.
Points deduction, all our points deduction.
Listen, that is why it's important to read your Tahajjud voice.
No, Allah Mubarak, bro. That's a very good point. I'll tell you about the Tajid story a bit later on. But yeah, let's move on to the prediction side of the show. And this is the final weekend of predictions. So what better to do than show everybody what the Premier League Prem de la Creme prediction table is looking like. So I'm going to reveal it audibly and then I'll put it on screen for you guys. But this week
Pop
was an
onto
interesting
the
week.
YouTube to check it, guys.
Yeah. Especially you, Mohammed Azhar. I'll give you a second. But this weekend was a big weekend. Why? Because there was multiple chips left. And if you guys don't know, we have chips that we use. We have wildcard multiply all this sort of stuff, right? You can only use one chip per week, right? I had 2 going into the week. Uzi had 2 going into the week. Mac had 2 going into the week. Nawaz had 2 going into the week. Myself, Mac, and Nawaz all use wildcards. So Mac had a guaranteed 6 points, I had a guaranteed 3 points, and so did Nawaz. I almost forgot, but I remembered 10 minutes before the game. This boy right here, who would have said to chat, just as I was explaining that he forgot. This guy dropped the ball heavy. Top of the league, Mohamed Azhar. This was your guy. He could have had a guaranteed 3 points and gone clear at the top of the table. But he dropped it. He slipped. He bottled it, some may say. He will be using a safety net going into this week, as will Mac. Myself and Nawaz will be using multipliers. But this is how the table stands going into next week. Well, actually, going into this week, should I say, sorry. So before we got into this week, Ozzy was obviously on top. Then it was Nawaz. Then it was Mac. Then it was myself, separated by just the 3 points. Well, I can tell you, boys and girls, this weekend, it has got even tighter. Okay? Even tighter. This week, Mac got a grand total of 8 points. I got a grand total of 6 points, including our guaranteed points. Nawaz had a total of 5, and Uzi had a total of 4. Tristan got every single one wrong. Actually, I don't think... Oh, no, actually, he might have got something right. We'll double check that. Oh. So, without wildcards, Uzi topped the table with 4 points. Then it was myself on 3. Then it was Nawaz on 2. And then it was Mac on 2. So if Uzi had just wildcarded one game, and Uzi, let me ask you, what game would you have wildcarded?
I was going to choose either the Liverpool or the Chelsea game.
Okay, so it wasn't a game that you got a point on. Okay, yeah. It was a game that you did. So you would have been 3 points clear, like in terms of the week. So what does that mean for the league table overall, hey, say? Well, I can reveal that there is a 3-way tie at the top of the table. But above the top of the table stands Mr. Max Saeed, because he has 96 points. But joined on 95 points is Uzi, Nawaz, and myself going into the final game week. Meaning,
it's a tasty one.
Yeah. But this means that Mac and Uzi have a guaranteed 6 points because they have a safety net, and myself and Nawaz have multipliers. So whatever we get, so this 6 would be 12. Nawaz's 5 would be 10, and so on and so forth. You know how multiplication works. So, guys, how are we feeling going into the final week of the predictions table?
I'm feeling good.
It's a bit shaky, boy. Oh, it's a bit shaky.
What, you feeling shaky, bro? You got a safety net. Embrace it.
If I use my wild card, bro. If I don't use my wild
use your wild card now, bro. Don't worry about the safety net.
Hey,
I think use the wild card.
I'm using safety net. I'm using the safety net, broski.
Uzi, should I tell you what the play is? Real talk. Should I tell you what the play is? The play is make sure you get all the results right. Like, not the scores, you get the results right, and play a wild card. Because then that's basically you using your own safety net, but you get an extra 2 points from the wild card.
Bro, that's the hardest thing to do.
If you do that, that's aura moment. When we talk about aura moments, that's an aura moment.
It is, bro, it is. But like, I have a question, right? So we use safety net, but if we bang the scores, right, it's still like extra 2 for each correct score.
Yes,
then, no?
yes. So you can get 6 points you'll get 6 points if you use your safety net, right? So I'm assuming Mac will use safety net. So you get 6 points. If he gets any score bang on, he gets an extra 2 points on every single one. So yeah. How that helps you get points, and now you have to change chance to win the league. You didn't believe in me, Mohamed Azhar, bro. I believed in you. You didn't believe in me. So don't come into my side now.
Nah, Mohamed Azhar, listen, bro. I'm sorry I let it slip a bit, but we will, inshallah, be there.
But yeah, maybe we will be there. Maybe we will be there. But it'll be an interesting week in terms of predictions.
That the title, comparing it to us match week 28 when Nawaz was like 20 points clear, who would have thought it's the final day of the season? It's a 4-horse title race, bro. Nawaz honestly bottled it, bro. 20 points clear from all of us.
Should I be honest, by the way? Should I be honest, Uzi? if City had won, we would all have been joint on 96 points. Every single one of us. If
Yeah.
City had won, we would have all been on
He
96
dropped
points.
the ball both in both leagues, bro. What is
And that would have been like cinema. Absolute cinema going into that Crystal Palace game. But yet it was not to be. So tomorrow we'll be posting it. Put your winner in the poll and whatever and your reasons. Mohammed Azhar, I know you'll be there. Obviously, all of Uzi's mates who thinks Uzi's bare leg will all be voting for him. But don't vote on who's the lengest because you'll be voting for this guy. Vote for who you think is going to win.
See this guy, man. He's blushing.
So, okay, Uzi, can you do me a favor? Go on WhatsApp and then just like get everything lined up while we do the predictions. But just before we do that, let's have a look at what the league table was looking like on match week 32. So on match week 32, this is what it looked like. Nawaz had a healthy 4-point advantage on myself and Mac, and Uzi was nowhere. He was 7 points back on 68 points. And then we'll see. Yeah. Let's see how it moved forward, how it progressed.
This was which week?
Game week 32.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so you had a 4-point lead. And then he extended that lead to a 7-point lead in game week 33. 7-point lead. Wow, how can you bottle that, you little bottle job freak? 80 points for him, 73 points for myself, same one for Mac, Uzi on 69, but then this is where it really changes. 12 and 10 points for Mac and Uzi. Boom, 83 points for Nawaz, 81 for myself, 83 for Mac as well, and 79 for Uzi. And then that's where everything changed. But we'll see what happens. We will see what happens later on this week, but we'll see.
Crazy.
Can Matt go back to back? Can he win both? He could have won both in one day today. If James Maddison had scored, he would have won both of those, guaranteed. But
a free kick.
It was not to be. So let's okay, get that shit off my screen. Don't want to see that. Get those two little freaks away from me. There we go. Boom. I don't want to see those two little losers at stage. Okay, cool. So let's go into this, boys. So the final game week, and you guys can also put your predictions in the chat. We're going to predict the final game week. So first game, Manchester United versus Brighton and Hove Albion. We'll start from the top. We'll start from the bottom, and then we'll go up, and then we'll go from the top to the bottom, and so on and so forth. But, well, what's my search history? Is my search history mad? Mac. Mac, what do you think is going to happen? Brighton and Hove Albion and Manchester United.
This is such a hard game to predict. This could go either way. I am going to go United to win it 2-1.
Yes.
Uzi, by the way, we can hear you spamming the keyboard. So when you're typing, just mute just for that second. Just for that second, then come back on. 2-1 United.
2-1.
Oh my god.
Easy. Okay. Oh, Brighton at home. Never a fun day for us at Brighton. Especially at their home ground. Earlier this season, we beat them. Was it 4-3? 4-2 we beat them. Oh, I'm going to go 3-2.
3-2. You're going to wildcard this game?
Oh, no, sir. I'm going safety net.
Oh, he bottled it.
Man, he's joining me with the safety net.
Bro.
Did you say 3-2? Right,
yes,
United. Okay. I'm going to go 3-1 Man United. Bruno to get the 21st assist.
Look at this guy.
What was it 3-1, right?
You just said the exact same thing moment I was saying. Look at this guy.
We're on the same wavelength, bro. We're on the same wavelength.
Technically, Mohamed Azhar is getting this guy back into it.
Shout out my guy. To be fair, actually, there was loads last week that I just literally just was like, "Yo, you're my boy. I'll take them off you." Okay, cool. So 3-1 United. Okay, cool. So then Palace Arsenal. Now this is a hard one now because it's like, what the hell are Arsenal gonna do? I'm gonna go.
Take into account Kepa will be playing. I think Kepa will be playing.
I'm gonna go 2-0 Arsenal. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say 2-0 Arsenal.
I think we're gonna see some Max Dauman also in action.
What are you saying, Ozzy? Sorry, okay, we'll go to Mac while you're typing.
Put me also down for a 2-0 Arsenal.
Well, you
Another clean
boring
sheet.
bastard. Why are you copying me for?
Not copy. I always had that in my mind. You know what I'm saying before this.
And then Uzesh.
Man is muted. Could you just tell us what your predictions are? We are.
So I'm also gonna go for 2-0 because I don't think Arsenal lose the game because
Oh,
they wanna
you
win the
boring
league.
guys, man. Why are
They
you
wanna
copying me
go.
for?
They wanna win the league in style, bro. They don't wanna go win the league having been champion and just lose, you know. So I think they go out with a nice 2-0 bang.
You're not so boring, man. Stop copying me. Swear to God. Oh, memons, bro.
Man.
And
We're not
next game,
champions.
next game, Liverpool versus Brentford. Mark, I will go with you.
Let's go 3-2 to Liverpool.
3-2 to Liverpool. Is he? Is he? Not again.
Oh,
If you know, you know.
Liverpool, Brentford, going 2-1. I think so.
2.
To Liverpool. Because
I'm
don't
gonna
they
go.
need a win to confirm themselves in European football?
They do.
In Champions
They
League.
do. That is correct.
I don't think Slot misses out on European football.
I think that's a very fair point, mate. That's a very fair point. I'm gonna go for 1-1 between Liverpool and Brentford. All that being said, they're just like a interesting footballing side, so I'm gonna go 1-1. We'll see how I feel during the week, but I'm feeling a 1-1 right now. Let's go to Man City Villa. The final game of Pep Guardiola's era, the start of the Maresca era, will happen straight after this game. This could have been a title decider, but lest Manchester City bolted against Everton and they bolted against Bournemouth, so now it's not. So I'm gonna go with a 4 4-0 Villa, 4-0 City, because Villa will be absolutely high off their face after winning in Istanbul. I'm going to go 4-0 City.
Corner City.
Yep.
Bro, I'm watching my Champions League game in my house so I can enjoy the moment of myself. And then come and talk to these lot to show you their faces after that.
So I'm thinking now, like Hamza is saying, they could Villa go and win Europa League. They're not worried about the final game day, whether they lose or not. I'm going to go 3-0 City.
Dino City. Alrighty, mate. Mac?
I'm going
Mac doesn't need to
3-1
hate on
City.
them now. Mac doesn't need to worry
3-1
about them
City.
losing, bro.
Listen, my hate is going to tomorrow's game now. I need Villa to bottle their final.
Oh,
Purely on
what
Unai
is
Emery.
this?
Unai Emery, bro. I don't like that guy. I hate that guy. He must suffer.
But with us, I'm not sure if there'll be a live stream for the Champions League final. I don't think we're going to do it for the Europa League, but there might be one for the Champions League. We'll stay tuned for that. And then we move on to Sunderland Chelsea. Mac?
Tough. But I think Chelsea is going to edge it out 2-1.
Uzi?
Considering your loss even the last time against them, so they'll need some revenge.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Oh, the thing is, though, I think your club will want European football with Xabi Alonso. Some form of European football. I think I'm gonna go for What does a draw secure European football or a win needs European football?
Let's have a look at the
Is the
table.
question.
We'll have a look.
Chelsea are 8th. If we get the highest we can get is 7th now. So a win if Brighton lose would get us into the Europa League. If Aston Villa win and finish 5th, if we finish 7th and Aston Villa don't win, then this will be Conference League.
This is a must-win encounter because if Sunderland beat them, Sunderland go above them.
So I also think they edge it by maybe a 1-0 victory for myself.
Okay, nice. I'm gonna go with a 1-0 Sunderland win. I don't see Chelsea going up there and getting a result, to be honest. And to be honest, I hope we don't win because I don't want to play Conference League football. I'd rather play no European football next year.
So
Because Sunday
Sunderland
afternoon
to get
football.
European football over you.
That doesn't bother me, to be honest. It's been a bad season,
I
bro.
thought
Add this
you hate
to the
the
list of
backlash,
stuff that's
bro.
happened, bro. Arsenal won the league, bro. They might win the Champions League. Spurs might not get relegated after thinking they're going to get relegated all season. We lost the FA Cup final. We've lost everything, bro. You think I care about if Sunderland beat Newcastle twice? You think I care if Sunderland get Conference League over me? I don't care, bro.
If you win, you can still get Europa League, bro. You can still get
Bro,
Europa
I don't care about Europa League, bro. And if Sunderland get Europa League, fair play, enjoy it, bro. I don't care, honestly.
You can
genuinely.
be 2 times Europa League winners, man.
Because imagine we beat Sunderland. Yeah, obviously we'll win whatever we're in. But like, if we beat Sunderland and Brighton still win, we play Conference League. Bro, I'm done with that competition. We've won it all. I only enjoyed it because we got to say we won it all. And now we can say that. But yeah, I'm going to go for a 1-0 Sunderland win. But then the big one. The only big one now. Tottenham Hotspur versus Everton Football Club. Now, when we talk about big games, guys, this is the biggest game of all season. Realistically, this is the biggest game of all season, not all season. And I'm gonna go with, you know what? Let's have a look at the results. Everton have a 1-5. Tottenham are doing all right. Obviously, they lose there. Obviously, I'm gonna go for a 2-1 Spurs win. I think they get the job done. Everton on the beach. They'll secure Premier League status.
Oof.
Ozzy, what do you think?
I also don't think that West Ham beat Leeds and they lose and Spurs lose to Everton. I'm going for. Where do Everton sit in the table?
It doesn't matter, honestly.
I want
This
in
season is
contention
done.
for European football.
Nah, this
They're
season
12th.
is
If
done.
they win, they can only finish 8th, maybe? No. Yeah, if they win by 8 goals, they can finish 8th.
Not happening.
Season is
So
done.
Spurs are going to win 2-1.
Oh, man, stop being boring. Pick something else, Ozzy. Pick something different to what I did. There should be some sort of rule. You can't just copy what the last person said.
No, I'm not copying it. I'm going off what I'm thinking because
Nah, change it, bro.
there's no way, bro.
That's poor. That's twice you've done that now.
Okay, because
You
Spurs
don't
are
have to, but
shocking
I'm just
defensively,
saying.
bro.
I'm saying you should.
Spurs
just
are
for a bit of
shocking
differential.
defensively, bro.
But you can
Hey.
real talk. But
Just put it down. 1-1 for me. 1-1.
1-1.
bro, trying to do the
so
Mohamed
keep them
Azza
safe.
strat. I'm trying to do the
No,
Mohamed Azza
I
strat.
was thinking 1-1 before this.
Well, let's see. Let's see what people do in the week. I know there'll be some changes.
It's
Definitely.
gonna be 1-1 for that, and then West Ham Leeds. Leeds is gonna be like 3-1 or something.
So have I only predicted one win? I think I've only predicted a City win and an Arsenal win. I mean, okay, I predicted 3
you
wins.
got a United win, an Arsenal win, and a City win.
Yeah, I'm
And,
happy with that.
Uzi, just put our chips there.
Yeah,
Multiple safety nets.
I already got it.
Safety net.
I think there'll be some edits between now and next week, now and the weekend, because obviously Noel still has to do his. And Loki, also, by the way, I don't know if we're forgetting this, but Nikhil still has a swapper.
Yeah,
Bro,
but
I
he-
mentioned
he's
it
safety, bro.
in chat last week. Nikhil has a swapper, and he still
So
never
thi-
read it, and he still never predicted anything.
But
bro,
bro,
so if this
actually-
guy wants to just mess the whole thing up, bro, he can.
He can, but I mean, we got safeties. He can't touch us. mate, like me and that.
No, but you still get a point. You can still swap yours, but you'll still get a point, regardless of whatever happens.
No, was it not?
No.
We
We
spoke about
made the
purpose
rule.
ban. We made
The
that
rule
rule.
is you
saying
can't
that
touch
you
safety net.
can't touch a safety net because it's a safety net. So that's like
Yes, sir.
using. No,
How about the
I'm not
safety
gonna
net from
make
the
that
from the
analogy.
result?
I'm not gonna make that analogy, bro.
It's getting a bit too late, Fuzzy. But
What is it?
anyway, boys,
It's all
that
gonna
was
be alright, lad.
yeah. Anyway, boys, that was today's show. If you're new here, make sure to drop a follow. Drop a follow to this guy because he's bare happy today. Because his team finally, after 22 years, finally won the Premier League. So go show his video some love. Official Ozzy, I mean, beautiful to see him again. And we will see you on Sunday for the final game of the season. And hopefully, Spurs' demise. Inshallah. Takbir!
Allah.
Allah Akbar.
There we go. All right, boys. Thank you very much. Follow us on all the socials and we'll post the prediction thing tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Alright.
Alrighty, mate.